Hey guys, welcome to the last Nintendo Week of 2011.
We're ending the year in style with an almost all-tips episode.
First up, how to reach maximum speed in the game Mario Kart 7.
Then we'll show you how to get some extra one-ups in the game Super Mario 3D Land.
Plus, how to be the best bug catcher you can be in the game The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
And we'll see what's new in the Nintendo eShop.
Hey Allison, like my new hat accessory?
Dark Gary.
Pretty cute, right? Pretty cute, right?
Yeah, Dark Gary, pretty cute.
It's gonna be a great show.
In Mario Kart 7, it's all about winning races. And one way to do that is by shaving precious seconds off your time. Today we have some tips for slimming down your laps by boosting, taking shortcuts, and straight up destroying opponents. The best way to start out a race is with a boost at the top. When the key starts his countdown, wait until the second light is lit, then press the A button. Too early and you spin out. Too late and you'll start slow, but time it right and you're ahead of the pack. You'll find lots of coins sprinkled around each track in the game. Collecting a certain number of them will unlock a new customization option for your cart. And for each coin you collect, you get a momentary boost even when you're at full capacity. Plus, each one increases your top speed a little bit more, so when you have 10, your top speed will truly be maxed out. Just make sure you hold on to them. The Tanuki tail is a great tool for knocking out opponents and blocking shells from behind, but it can also clear the track ahead of you. Because the tail moves a full 360 degrees around your cart, you can swipe away bananas, blocks, or even Goombas that dare to stand in your way. The drift is one of the most important tools for the Mario Kart 7 racer. When you see a curve coming, hit the right shoulder button here. Use your circle pad to keep your cart on the track and then release the button for a big boost. If you're really skilled, hold it until the sparks turn red and then release. Try out these tricks for yourself and finish with gold. Pick up a copy of Mario Kart 7 today.
One-ups in Super Mario 3D Land. Everybody wants them, and we know how to get them. Well, you probably know too, but we've got some great tips for getting every last one-up you can. The tried and true way is, of course, to collect coins. 100 will earn you that precious extra life. And in Super Mario 3D Land, you'll occasionally come across these gold rings, which are worth 5 coins each. You may need to drop through them, use a propeller block to float into them, or even use a cannon to shoot yourself at them. But whatever it takes, do it. It'll get you to a 1-up that much faster. We all know you can earn a 1-up by hitting the very top of the goal pole. If you manage to make it to the end with a propeller block, reaching that height is much easier. Plus, if you finish a level with the propeller block still on, it will turn into a 1-up when you hit the pole. Super Mario 3D Land introduces lots of new monsters and enemies, like Pom Pom, who will try to take you out with her boomerang any way she can. Well, if you play your cards right, Pom Pom will also pay out. When she hides in her shell, jump on top of her shell and let yourself bounce. You'll start racking up the 1-ups. Just make sure you're out of the way before she comes back out. There are not many Koopa Troopas in Super Mario 3D Land, so when you see one, it's a clue that there's something very specific you can do with its shell. Like here in level 1-3. If you aim your jump correctly with the Koopa Troopa in line with these bitty buds down below, you'll get an easy 1-up. And last but not least, the game is filled with these fake cut-out 1-up mushrooms that are only distinguishable because the game is in 3D. Sometimes, you should let yourself get fooled by imitations. This fake 1-up actually leads to a real 1-up hidden behind it. Everyone can use some 1-ups once in a while. Start your collection today and pick up a copy of Super Mario 3D Land. It's in stores now.
Sup, bros? Dark Gary here, obviously, to give you some tips on one of my favorite pastimes, collecting stuff with a net. Of all the awesome items at your disposal in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, one of the most important and awesome is the bug net. Because if you want to get all the best upgrades for your equipment and potions, you're gonna need to become a bug net master. There are two key components of effective net handling. First, a stealthy approach. When a bug pops out of the grass, don't just charge after it swinging wildly. Bugs don't like that for some reason. Instead, target lock them with the Z button and gently push the control stick in their direction. You'll be able to creep right up on their unsuspecting little bug backs. Second, the angle of the approach. Think of the opening of the bug net as an extension of your palm. You wouldn't want to pick something up with the back of your hand. Duh. So, you shouldn't try to catch bugs unless the opening is facing them. Use the Wii Remote Controller to turn the bug net. Try and drop down from up high to nab flying bugs, or go for a low scoop to get them off the ground. You'll never have to worry about a rare bug getting away again. Like the starry firefly, which prefers to hang out in dark places, like me. Or the sand cicada, which gives away its position with a high-pitched whirring sound. The only time these tips don't apply is when you're facing Deku hornets. If you get a swarm of these bad boys after you, just pull out the bug net and let the wild flailing begin. Before you know it, you've collected a whole army of hornets. Note to self, start building army of hornets. Note to self, start building army of hornets. But don't think the bug net is just for bugs, even though it's called the bug net. You can use it to snag other useful items like bird feathers and tumbleweeds too. Plus, from one bug net aficionado to another, if you want to get some of those rare bluebird feathers, you can always find a bluebird or two hanging out in Farron Woods. And when you get together the right materials, you can upgrade to the big bug net to make your collecting that much easier. It's huge! Follow my advice and you'll have a bag full of bugs and the most upgraded gear in Skyloft. It's all you wanted in the world. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is in stores now. So, pick up a copy already.
Our #1 New Year's resolution? To spend more time on the Nintendo eShop.
The Nintendo eShop is a digital store that allows Nintendo 3DS users to browse and download games, watch game trailers and videos, and more.
From the main menu screen, you can browse through games by tapping a category shelf,
Search for a specific title by typing its name into the search bar, or select one of the popular search terms.
The Nintendo eShop offers games that are exclusive to Nintendo 3DS, like Freaky Forms Your Creations Alive, which lets you turn your imagination loose as you stalk a planet with creatures.
Or Pushmo, where you push and pull giant 3D puzzles to build pathways to save trapped children. The Nintendo eShop also features DSiWare games and Virtual Console titles by the Game Boy and Game Boy Color systems, like Metroid 2, The Return of Samus.
In the sequel to the NES original, Samus must once again save a planet from evil creatures that want to rule the universe. Fortunately, she has lots of weapons to discover that help her on her mission. There are tons of other games available too, so make sure you look around.
Once you've played a game for an hour, you'll be able to rate and recommend it. Your ratings are compiled with those of thousands of other Nintendo 3DS users to help players find the perfect games. So if you haven't already, check out the Nintendo eShop today.
Only on Nintendo 3DS.
That's our show.
Check back next time and we'll share some more strategies for Mario Kart 7, Super Mario 3D Land, and The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
We'll also give you some ideas about how to spend those holiday gift cards. And if you haven't already, make sure you download Just Mario for Just Dance 3. You can download it from the in-game Just Dance store. It's a Wii exclusive.
And here to try out the song with us is Mario!
Hey, Mario!
Alright, let's do this.
It's me,
Ready?
Ready.